Welcome all as we congregate to the greatest toy line in community, ever growing, ever changing. As we collect and adapt these figures to our own imaginations and embrace the fun, there's much to learn, especially if you're new to Mythics. Hello and welcome to another episode of New to Mythics. I forgot to write the episode, so I'm going to say 88, 89, something like that, with Jeff Evans. Hello. How are you?
Hello, Greg.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Been a long time coming.
Yeah.
We've been busy. We've both been busy.
Yeah, we have. We've gone many ways.
What a journey.
Yeah.
What a journey, dude. Welcome to the show.
Thank
I think you were on I did like a live, I think, that you were on.
I was on the very first New to Mythics live.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I was on
the dragon one too, weren't you?
Yeah, the dragon one.
The Bayethir one.
Bayethir campaign.
Yeah. But I got mad at you because you were probably tired because you weren't saying anything, and like you had a hat on, you're kind of just like not saying anything, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Say something. Be
Yeah, I was. But you were like that morning, and yeah. I had done the off-world one, which was at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I was like bug-eyed and ready to just pass out. But I was
could
like,
tell. Yeah, so you had the hat kind of low, and you're like, it was a long. I can't do it as much as I would love to stay up for 24 hours. I'm old, man. I can't do it anymore. I'm struggling, past 10:30 or 11. I'm like hurting.
I hear you. It's in the last maybe year to 6 months to a year, I'm like, oh, bedtime's at 9 o'clock.
Right. That's right. I'm going to bed. Going to bed. So let's kind of backtrack after I silence my phone. Sorry. Yeah. I'm always interested in hearing how people heard about like this toy line and community, like that always interests me to hear, because it's almost like people have like their own story or their own personal thing on like how they heard about the Horsemen or how they heard about the community and stuff. Yeah. So I'm wondering, how did you get into this line? How did you hear about it? Like, what was your journey? Did someone drop a figure in your hand? Had you kind of known about it for a while? Tell us.
Yeah. I think I've said it multiple ways and multiple times, but I think the best way to say it is YouTube. It all started with YouTube, where we are here. I was doing a deep dive into Masters of the Universe. I had watched all of the original Filmation series within like a week. And then I did a deep dive of the toys, and then that got me to Mode 2 Classics. And then I found out that Four Horsemen Studios did Mode 2 Classics, and the little one in the back
begat this, begat that, begat this kind of.
Yeah. And then one night I was just searching for Four Horsemen Studios on YouTube, and I came across Toy Anxiety. They're a Tuesday night show. Yeah. They go over a lot of toys, and they had Jeremy on. And he was going over
I think I remember that show.
Sons of the Rising Star. Had just been released that G-Con 2023. And he was talking about Bodvar the bear, and he was talking about all of the different figures in that wave. And I was like, immediately I was hooked, because I saw that Trevor 1/6 shooter environment picture of Bodvar.
That was a
And
rad. Yeah, that should be a poster or something. Probably
yeah,
is a poster.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
And the other one with Atlas riding them, like that's badass.
You like
um,
must have.
yeah, yeah. And we're gonna be getting it very soon.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh, like that email today you sent a link. We have a group chat for people that don't know,
yeah,
but you sent a link. Like you're that guy that is helpful and sends links and sends like, hey, this pre-orders today, so thank you. I always say thanks for doing that because I'm like I'm all over the place. So
yeah,
yeah, there was an email today. People did not get it that said, hey, make sure your address is correct by Friday, I think.
yep. For recess.
uh yeah, and because it's gonna hit the shore anytime, or in their warehouse really soon. Their new warehouse, I think, is what they're saying. So
Yeah,
that's, man,
it's
it's
amazing.
it's amazing. So it's finally, gonna be in our greedy little fingers. So did you pre-order from anywhere? Are you just waiting to, what's your plan for that?
Um, I I didn't realize how to do pre-orders. It took me probably end of 2024, beginning of 2025,
To
how to
figure it
do
out.
how to like where to go, how to do it.
Yeah.
And so my go-to now is Big Bad Toy Store. I'll always use them as my backup
Yes.
because I found like a loophole in their system.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
okay.
say that. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say that here on the
Yeah.
video. But yeah,
No, it's good.
I have a nice
Mhm.
backup plan with them. And in worst case, we have our network of friends
Mhm.
go to shows, and
Yeah, it's a
um,
real thing. Yeah,
I
the
mean
the
that.
network of friends and in the community too, like it's unparalleled, man. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Um,
Before Legions, before Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions, I was a part of Marvel Legends and GI Joe Classified groups,
mhm.
and none of it was about, "Hey, I'll help you find something,"
Heck
or
no.
I can hook you up," or something.
Yeah, I'll sell
Uh,
you that Psylocke and Thanos for, double the price, no problem. And then hopefully you'll get it.
yeah,
But yeah, it's way different. But that's funny how you said about it took you a while to figure out, because that's one, and I don't know if it's a negative. It's not really a negative, but it's so niche. Like you have to learn like how you can get in. It's almost like watching jump rope, where it's like you want to jump in at the right, you don't know how to do it yet, you're not sure when, you're
yeah,
not sure where or how or anything, but like once you kind of get it, then you get in on that and then you start jumping, and then
yeah,
you're part of that, you know what I mean, and the pre-orders come and you got it figured out, and oh, figure obscura is here, oh, it's a new this, or it's a new wave coming, and then
yeah,
it's all cyclical, and like, you know what I mean, like you start to see the numbers and figure it out. But it takes a while, and it can be definitely be intimidating. So I remember Robo was saying that, he couldn't figure out, this is before, you know what I mean, he was like, I
mhm,
can't figure out, it's kind of dense, I can't figure out how the pre-orders work or how long it's going to take or when I'm going to get it. And
yeah,
like they have their own thing, they do their own thing, and it works. It works. And but like you said, Big Bad Toy Store and some of these other retailers um, um, can fill the gaps,
for sure.
especially if you're new.
Yeah, and that was the goal, was find the longest, biggest four horseman retailer that has been around for since the beginning of
Mhm,
Legions, and Big Bad Toy Store was there. Like
mhm.
they've been carrying four horseman product for years, decades.
Yeah,
Um, and so I was like, well, I'm gonna go with them. And now we have friends that have their own toy stores and
yeah,
toy, and I'm like, I gotta break that
I
cycle
know.
and start a new
You got to
cycle.
be fair, I'm like, oh, because I'll like buy a little something from them and buy
Yeah,
a little something from them and a little something from them, just to be, you know, fair with everybody and fair with my dollars.
Yep.
But yeah, so that was actually that was I was almost the same. Like Rising Suns was my first G-Con that I went to
Hmm.
and saw like the bear there and like saw like the fur, how like spiky it was, almost like it was frozen.
Hmm.
Like that was my impression. It was kind of like if you see hair that's frozen, it gets kind of spiky, and that's how like Bodvar seems to me. But
Yep.
like just like looking at it like at the show, I was just blown away. Like that first show that I went to was like the greatest toy and friend experience. You know, I met Mark
Hmm.
and like I got the Valiant Knight and then I saw Rising Suns. I'm like, this is incredible, you know. But I it took me a while to figure it out too, like how the pre-orders work and what stuff, you know, the secret stuff and you know all that things, all those things.
For
But
sure.
it makes it fun, I think.
Yeah. Um, I think, well, Rising Suns was the last pre-order to have like a bonus
Hmm.
if you ordered from a retailer or ordered from the Horseman or something like that, which was the dwarf head.
Hmm.
So that's going to be cool to have that because we haven't had that in a while in a wave. So
Right. Yeah,
um,
Super 7 does that. Like if you order an
yep,
all in, you get like bonus head packs and stuff like that.
yep,
So people that don't know, people that are new, there's a dwarf head. So if you get an all in, I think it's blonde.
yep. It's a
And
blonde
then if you
version.
don't, the retail version is like a brown haired dwarf,
Yeah,
which is a really cool head sculpt also.
yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then after watching Jeremy on Toy Anxiety, I was like, okay, I gotta go to the website. So I went to sourcehorseman.com and started clicking around and
Doing your
went to
homework.
every link and everything like that. And on the community tab on sourcehorseman.com is where the cabal is listed,
Hmm.
both mythic and cosmic cabals. They don't have one for Figure Obscura or Infinite Legions yet, but
Really?
I'm gonna bring that up to Mr. Gerard and hopefully get those links
You
up there.
should. I'm sure he's got it figured out. He just hasn't done it yet. You
Yeah.
know, I'm sure he's got some kind of plan or something. So you're like, I could see you like late night researching. You know what I mean? Like after work or before work or something. I could see you like
I'm constantly
watching this
researching.
video and watching that video. That's why I love YouTube though, is like there's so much content. You know, it's like once your curiosity has been piqued, then you can start like really digging in. And that's kind of what I did too, is like I would watch like review videos. Like
Yep.
I remember I knew who Bill Janowski was from Mezco.
Mm,
We were in a toy group together, but like Toy Bro, I started watching his stuff and seeing like reviews of figures that were coming out, you know, and that was just when I was still trying to figure out, you know, because at the time I think there wasn't a wave, there was nothing really for sale per se. Like live shows, I think there was the Unknown one, and I think
mhm.
they might have had something in the store. I'm not sure, or maybe I just hadn't figured out there was a store yet. But
Yeah.
it took a while to figure it out.
Yeah. That first ISS in the beginning of 2024 was the Valiant Night ISS.
Hmm.
And I had just found Dorklair, and he went over the ISS and that, you got to log in, make sure you put the stuff in the cart that you want
Hmm.
immediately, and check out because you're not
Yes,
going to get that Valiant Night. And I
I
was like,
remember
I
that.
don't need a Valiant Night. I'm not into knights. And well, I missed a Valiant Nights in the ISS and bought an $85 one like a couple months later.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that because I got the Valiant Knight and I was in love like that, and it's still probably my favorite figure other than Azza.
Yeah.
But I was in love, and I remember. So I went to Legion's Con, and then Zolo. No, was it ZoloCon?
At the
ZoloCon at the
beginning.
Fuge.
Yep.
Yeah, and that weekend was the weekend that they had, I believe, the ISS. And so the Valiant Knight was there. So I remember I grabbed another one, my second one, and that's when I saw, and I think I'm right, but I could be wrong. That's when I saw the cosmic figures. There was a Sphexian that they had opened, And I remember seeing the wings like open, like spread out, and like the light was kind of shining through, and I was like, "Whoa, that's freaking cool!" So I like got out of line and like went to go check it out. But it was cool to see that. But yeah, I remember that ISS sale because people were kind of shocked at how quick some of the stuff went. But that was my first in stock sale. But those are so much fun too.
Yeah, it's a rush.
It's
Like
a rush. That's a good word. Yeah, you're like waiting. And I remember there was a test shot one right when I was brand new. There was a test shot one, and I got the engineer, the
okay,
cosmic,
yeah,
and that was before the cosmic wave was out yet. They had a test shot for some of the cosmics and some of the other stuff, and I really wanted Ziri, but the engineer I got, and after that I was like, I'm in love with the engineer. I love that figure, and I still do. It's
yeah,
still my favorite cosmic figure, but
great figure.
just so much fun. Like this toy line keeps, and you may be different, but it keeps me so engaged. You know what I mean? The toy line, the
That's what we're
people.
talking about every
Yeah, I
day.
know, right? It's like it like keeps me like so there's so much. And I know there's other, like Warhammer, like I hear a lot of like talk about Warhammer
Yeah.
and World of Warcraft, and like there's other things, or D&D, that
Blockies.
keep people, yeah, that keep people, engaged and stuff. But I don't think I've ever experienced it personally. Like I'm doing a YouTube show. Like never thought that that would be something in my life that I would be involved in. But
Yeah,
here we are.
yeah. Going back to that Zolocon that you were talking about when you got the Valiant Knight and you saw the Sphexian, that was our first I'm going to Zolocon. What do you want me to pick up?
Was
And you,
it? I
I
don't even
believe
remember
so.
that.
That's when you picked up like 4 or 5 figures for me from Cosmic
I
Legions.
totally forgot about that, dude.
Yeah, and I was like, "Damn,
This guy.
that
I
is the
totally forgot about
coolest
that.
person I've ever met."
I totally
Because
forgot
you were
about that.
living in Massachusetts at the time.
Yeah, I was. Good memory.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that's been a while.
yeah.
Jeez. But not really. Like it's been a while, but it hasn't been that long. Like when you
It's
think
because
about
we've
it.
experienced a lot in the last 2
A
years.
lot. Yeah. It's like a ride. It's like a journey that you're. But yeah, this toy line and community has kept us so like involved, and like, we dig into it. Other people are like casual,
Yeah,
but like there's some of us that really like, buy the t-shirts and, go to the shows and do shows and like become friends with the community or friends with the studio and stuff. It's like crazy. Like I never thought I would, drive 12, 11 hours. Like I picked up Andy. I'm like, I didn't even know Andy, but I'm
yeah,
like, bro, let's go. You know what I mean? It's like, or picking up toys for people that I know, but not like, or I don't think I'd ever met you yet. So it's like we were friends, but like I didn't know you, but like I'm picking up stuff like I've never had done that for other people before. So I don't know. It
yeah.
was just
We had only talked like this on a screen for months before we met each
yeah,
other, and then we met each other at IshCon that year, which
yeah,
was late in the year, like August. So
yeah, yeah. It's crazy, man. That this community and everything kind of doesn't take over our life, but it like I would say enriches. Like having friends like that I never thought I would have. Like I never thought I would have this many friends, or that people would know my name, or or my last name, or variation, or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, to be known or to have as many friends, like I just feel like we're rich in that. Does that make sense? You know what I
definitely,
mean?
I'm honored to meet. I'm honored to know the people I know, and I'm
Yeah,
honored to meet the new people I'm going to meet.
absolutely. Well said. No, I agree. I agree. And
Because
it's
we're all basically ambassadors. Like
yes.
we want to show and tell everybody what these toy lines are about.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's like a rush when I can like get someone into the line where they're
Mm.
like, "Whoa, these are cool." You know what I mean? And then they start like buying stuff, and it's just like, yes, this is dig in because it's so the stuff is cool, but the people are even better. It's like
Yeah.
it's just cool stuff, man.
I,
It's all good.
I think in the last year or so in our chat group, I got Rob Zamora and you helped with Brian Carr getting into Cosmic Allegiance. So that was like the rush to get those two guys that were like, no, I don't want to touch Cosmic. I don't even want one figure. And then we're like,
Brian is very cautious.
yeah,
Brian, like I've tried to get him into other things, and it's not like mean spirited. Like
no, no,
we believe in the stuff that we're, like I believe in like cosmics or mythics so much that I would give something for free. Like here, dude. Like
yeah,
I'm not saying I have money. I don't. I'm not saying I have more than others. I probably don't. But I believe in this stuff so much that I think you would like it. Here, take this, figure and check it out and, tell me what you think. If you don't like it, send it back or give it to somebody else,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
But that's cool. That's cool. I forget sometimes that, we've helped other people kind of, get into like different toy lines and stuff.
yeah.
That's a
It's
rush. It's fun.
it's so cool.
So what was it that made you decide, you know what? I'm gonna do this YouTube thing. Like what made you decide? Because I know my story, but like what
Yeah.
made you like think, I'm gonna be like Dork Layer. I'm gonna be like, so what was that spark that made you
It was those late night looking on YouTube and
researching?
researching, and there wasn't enough out there. Like
Yeah.
there are few and far between like videos and reviews and stuff like that, but it's not a conversation. It's
Mhm.
not a back and forth of what do you feel, what do you think, where do you want to go.
Right.
And I was like, I want to do a show like that. I want to talk about Cosmic Legions with a good friend and get the word out there
Mhm.
as much as possible because YouTube is worldwide.
Right.
Anybody in Canada, anybody in Europe, anybody in Asia could watch our videos and be like, "Oh, I want to join
Dude,
in."
that's happened. Like I had a friend in Germany, Stefan,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Bro, I like your show." I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how you even know, who I am or that you would even watch my show, but thank
yeah,
you. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
yeah,
But like it's weird, man. YouTube is crazy that we could reach that far, you know. So you obviously picked Cosmic. Um, do you feel like, and I was wondering this the other day, do you feel like you're not like caged, but like, you said on the message today that you would love to talk mythics,
mhm,
maybe not, maybe of course cosmic as well, but like you're happy to talk all things, but not necessarily cosmic. So do you
right.
feel like, you're cosmic, like you're you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like it's become not
My nature, yeah, it's only had 5 years out of the 10 years of 10 plus years of Legion, so
Mhm.
it's in its infancy, and I want more and more people to know what it is. I want to grow the Cosmic Cabal as large as the Mythic Cabal, and the only way to do that is to talk about it and to
Mhm.
keep on talking about it and to keep
Right.
on showing people what it's all about, and not just the toys, but the community.
Yes, for sure.
That's the other gist is it's not just about the toys.
I feel
Uh,
like the cosmic community is not as loud
no,
as the mythic community, or maybe like, and I don't know if it's that or like maybe people in the cosmic and the mythic, like there's no separation.
mm,
You know what I mean? So like everyone posts in mythic, and it's funny because like people will post cosmic stuff in the mythic, and Colin will be like, "Hey, there's also a cosmic cabal too that you can." He always does that, and it's always friendly, but it makes me laugh.
yeah,
But it's almost like, "Hey guys, there's also this huge, there's a cosmic cabal too, like a cosmic community, but like it almost seems like it's a little bit quieter than, the regular Mythic. What's your thoughts?
It's having a lot of competition.
Hmm.
There's a lot of people in our community that are diehard Star Wars fans, and
Huge.
diehard
Yeah.
other sci-fi toy line fans, and so it's trying to like convert them. It's
Hmm.
trying to like it's the goal is to be like, yeah, you grew up with this, but this is the next level. This is
Right.
the next. I like to say my favorite word that I've been using recently is evolution
Hmm.
in your imagination and in your collecting.
Right.
Um, it's it Star Wars can only take you so far because they've only done what they do. Eric Treadaway with Cosmic Legions can take you anywhere, and you don't know when it's
Literally.
going to happen because
Literally.
it's based on the toys. So
Right.
when a new wave of toys come out, a new story comes out, a new band of characters come out.
Yeah.
You're not living with Han Solo or Luke Skywalker and Anakin and Leia and Padme constantly.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of like corporation thinking, where it's like we have these brand of heroes
Yeah.
and we're going to use them until they're dead, literally, as opposed to like Eric creating and being fluid and like, like a good example is knights and templars and stuff. A lot of us, myself, love knights and templars and that whole thing, but like now we're into like ocean lore and pirates, yeah, pirates and all that stuff, and it's like it's almost like we're just on this ride and we don't know where it's going. It's just his imagination is just flowing with Jeremy. I think they're both in tandem, like just weaving these rich tapestries of lore and story and giving us some badass toys to kind of visualize. And it's more than just figures, but if you just want it to be figures, it could be just figures. But
Yeah.
the whole lore thing, like, is that important to you to like have the story as well?
It wasn't like that was the whole thing. Like I didn't jump into the lore. I jumped into the toys, the
Mhm.
characters in front of me, and I was like, where are these characters going through? What are they doing? And then I went on, Source Horseman and did my research and found, oh, there's stories, and who's
Mhm.
making these stories, and 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 Jeremy and Eric are doing these stories, and I was like, wow, this is being put together and so structurally. I'm in. I'm in for the roller coaster ride
Mhm.
that it is. And now with the lore book coming with Mythic Legions and the first 10 years book with the figure catalog and the RPG, we're gonna be like overwhelmed with Mythic lore
Yes,
very, very
absolutely.
soon.
But what about a cosmic lore book?
I well, that was hopefully that's the Cosmic Comic Book, you
Yeah.
know. It's gonna be a lore slash graphic novel, and we haven't heard anything in over a year, but
Mhm.
as far as I know, they haven't said it's canceled or anything like that, and they're
Art
usually
takes a
communicating.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah, art takes a while. It's a process, and then I think, and I'm not making excuses because I don't know, but you have people working on different projects and doing the comic too. I imagine it might take longer maybe than they expected or something.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm excited. I remember when they unveiled that, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool because I love comic books, but I love that the Horsemen. And I was telling Eric this, I love that you guys are branching into all different types of media. You know what I mean? You guys are doing different thing, like the role-playing game, like you said, or even more like cosmics, and doing different types. You've got Infinite Legions now, and you've got so many different things that you guys are doing. It's like insane that there's 20 of you guys, 25 of you now, or whatever, that you
yeah,
guys are just like creating like just so much good stuff. It just
yeah.
blows my mind, man.
And that's only blown up in the last 2 years. Like if you
Yeah,
think about all of that
huge.
happening.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
it's great that we both like jumped in around the
Yeah.
same time to experience it
Yeah.
together. Not just you and I, but our group of friends.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
It's crazy.
And I love that. Yeah, it's like we get to share, the experience together. It's like, hey, did you see, or you and I, or we wake up early, and so like you'll post something or I'll post something, because Jeremy, we know Jeremy is like 5 a.m. posting. So I'll wake up, or me, or I mean Heinrich or
I agree.
you, and we'll post, the first, new drop that's coming, and it's like we're all like excited, and then it just fuels our speculation for the day. And
Yep.
Terrence, well, actually, this is, it's like, oh my goodness, but it's fun. We're all different, but it's just fun
Personalities.
to all different personalities just talking, and it's engaging us and our creativity and our excitement, and just that child, excite. I was thinking the other day, like, I love to get like a mythic in the mail, whether it's from a friend, whether it's from the studio, whether it's whatever, what I mean? It's like, so I just get like excited. Um, but Cosmic, let's go back to Cosmic real quick, dude, because
All right.
I wanted to ask you, what's your thoughts on how much it's grown since you've been here, like the changes, and like, do you feel like it's going in like, because there's multiple storylines, and like you're talking about lore, and
Mhm.
then the figures, do you feel like they're making like an evolution? Do you feel like they've always been this way? Like, what is your thoughts on like the growth or the change that Cosmics have been going through?
Well, I would say the first two books of Havakatar and Gravering were very fast. Like
Hmm.
they came out of the stalls very quickly with those two
It was like the
waves.
same year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like first one was at the beginning of the year, and by the end of the year, you got the second one.
Yeah, that's
Um,
like a punch in the face, two punches
yeah.
of Cosmics.
And then also, I think that year at Zolo, at not Zolo, at I think it was still PowerCon,
Mhm.
they had released the first two, like the Motu tributes, the
Mhm.
PowerCon tribute debut figures of Scourge and Operative 83 for the third wave, Outpost
Yeah.
Axius. So they were already ready to go with Outpost Axius after the first two waves, plus the PowerCon debut figures. And then Outpost Axius hit 2024. Yeah, somewhere in 2024. And then at IshCon, we got um, Ox Crew Book 1. No, that's Ox Crew Book 2. Ox Crew Book 1 was shown at that
Yeah.
PowerCon that they
Right.
did the two Outpost Axies debut figures. Um, and so it's been a long wait, and I understand why it's been a long wait for Ox Crew Book 1, because it was a huge departure from the first three
Right.
waves using the same parts library. They
Mhm.
they basically took what they learned from the first three waves and said, "No, we're gonna hold our beer. We're gonna do something outrageous with the Ox Crew suits.
Yeah.
Those are engineered
Insane, dude.
completely different."
Where's mine? I love that, the suits, man. They're my favorite. I have two Orvars just because I love it so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're so good. But like, I think what's cool too now is that they're mixing a lot more. And this is just me. Like, I don't study it as much as I probably should, but it feels like they're melding a lot of parts of like mythics into
Mhm.
cosmic stuff. So you're seeing more like cloth, like Kern Ray. You're seeing like cloth with the boots and stuff.
Yeah.
And so, but it also is, it gives you more, I think, facets to cosmics. You're getting like wasteland stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Besides just like the tusk stuff, you're getting more, you know, different, like different types of outfits and parts and stuff like that. Um, go ahead.
Yeah, when I first got the when I got into Cosmic Legions, I was like, "Oh, it's an outer space line. It's not anything else. It's gonna, take the place of other outer space toys
Right,
that I'm interested in." Now I call it a sci-fi line
right,
because they're dabbling in many different facets of sci-fi. It's not just outer space. It's
right.
it's wasteland. It's like it's post-apocalyptic type stuff.
And
Um,
that's drawn my interest more, I think.
yeah,
Is like I like the spacesuit stuff, but I was kind of like, I just need one. I don't need like a bunch
yeah.
of the same kind of, I'm not Curtis. I don't need like 40 centuries or anything. But that's so I'm grateful now that we've got like a Kern Ray or a Ka, and you know what I mean, skate backs, and it's like, who knows? And that's one thing I do love about Cosmic is like I have no idea what's next. I don't know what's coming,
Mhm.
like, and that I think that's what keeps Eric interested too,
Yeah,
is that like he's got every color and he can do anything with his palette. He can make anything that he wants, and it just makes it even more interesting, or exciting when there's new, like when Jeremy said that there's a new can be a new cosmic wave. This guy right here was on Mythic Conversations, which was awesome. Congratulations.
thank you.
um
Thank
that
you.
there's going to be a new cosmic wave. So that's like uber exciting. And I did notice, don't think I didn't notice, that you had the emoji with the zipper, like you're not saying anything, but things. But and that's okay. I will never press,
Yeah.
and this is not the place to say anything, but I just want you to know that I did notice, and I didn't say anything in our chat. I just let you have your secrets. That's okay.
Well, I'm gonna rebuttal that. You've had your secrets,
I
so
I have indeed. I have indeed. And there's been people like, well, why don't you say something? And I'm like, you know what? If I gave up the stuff that I had heard, then I'm disrespecting my
the
friends that
trust.
would, yeah, the trust. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I might throw a little crumb. I might
yeah,
throw a little, but not enough to betray that, so but that's cool that our friends trust us
yeah,
with little things, because I think it's fun, like the secrets and like all the little surprises. It's fun, they're transparent with a lot of stuff, but the surprises, I think, just make it, it just keeps it fun, I think.
yeah. And we don't always get the full picture. We don't always like the tidbits we get or the secrets we are
Yes.
allowed. We don't get the full idea of it. It's more like,
Right.
"Hey, have you heard?"
Yeah, right. Just enough to be like, oh,
Yeah,
just to get our, excitement even more, to a boiling point.
yeah.
Let's switch gears though. Let's stop talking about cosmic. We know that Jeff is a cosmic guy.
You come to my show
Um,
for
that's
that.
right. That's right. That's right. So tell me, what's your thoughts on Mythic? Like, what's your interest? What are you hoping for? What's your favorite figure? Like, give me some Mythic, stuff.
Yeah. So my first year of Legions was very cosmic heavy because I had to catch up because there was already 2 to 3 waves out. But within the last year, 2025, I focused on Mythic Legions,
Hmm.
and probably back in 2024, I was already looking at Mythic Legions as my like secondary, or actually my third, because Figure Obscura is in second place, um, behind Cosmic. So it goes Cosmic, Figure, and then Mythics. But I'm very strong about being strict with my Mythic Legions, and or I tried, but now it's gotten out a little out of my boundaries. But I wanted I was focusing my pool is vampires. So
I
Alithia's
think I
Brood,
knew that. Yeah, I think I knew that.
yeah.
But tell me, like, you want more vampires though, right? You want, like, I feel like we need more vampire love, because I love the vampires too,
Yeah.
but like I want more. Like, give me more of the brood and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, other than like third party printed stuff and customization, the vampires haven't gotten a whole lot of diversity. And like we need more vampires with hair. Like there's vampires that are not always bald. And
Yeah, I want some pretty vampires, man. I
yeah,
mean,
pretty
Alithia is beautiful, but like, they all kind of have like this kind of bat face, and I'm like, I want some pretty, I want some
like they
different species, maybe, like different types of.
or not just species, but like evolutions, like they're doing
Yes,
with the coatl. Like you have a snake with a tail, and then they evolve with legs, or it's vice versa. Yeah, they start with legs and they evolve to a tail. With a vampire, you could start with like Selene from Underworld. That's a beautiful, human-esque
I
woman,
like where you're going with that. Yeah,
and then they evolve into this like dark and dreary bald vampire.
exactly. Exactly. I'm totally with you on that. Yeah, I think elves and vampires are two of the different that really we need really more updating. I know we're getting a new dark elf, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I'm with you on the vampires because I've ever since I was a kid, man, Dracula and all the different vampire, Celine with Underworld, and I used to read the Interview with Vampire books, and
yeah, and
I
Rice.
just vampires are cool, man. I mean, vampires is one of the coolest things. So
Yeah,
I definitely, but I think that Eric listens to the fans. So if there's fans that are fans of the Brood or fans of vampires, then we need to be more vocal and really, start bugging Eric so that, and I'm sure they probably have, because they're so far out. Like he was telling me when I interviewed him, like I was bringing up to him like Necronominus, and he's like, "Oh yeah," like he was like an old man in his chair, like, "Oh yeah, I remember, Necronominus. That was man years ago, and now I'm looking at it now, like man, I forgot I made that stuff almost."
yeah,
And so they're like way ahead, but it's production. You know what I mean? They have to have stuff planned out, which is insane. And maybe that might be, sorry, I was gonna, let me say this real quick and then you can say what I think maybe that's why they like the surprises for us, is that everything is so planned and meticulously, laid out for them, like to surprise us. So like dad can buy all the presents and mom can wrap them, 6 months ago, but like that excitement when they give it to their kids and their kids are, what I mean? They know what's, the parents know what's in the packages. They've known, but
mhm,
like the excitement maybe that they see in us, it's worth it. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why they do the surprises or something. Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
definitely. And yeah, it's not like on a corporate level where they're just doing another reveal on YouTube or another IG post. They're honestly wanting to see the reaction of the community, of the collectors, of the fans. And so that's what it's all about for them.
Mhm.
Is it's not just the toys, it's the people.
Right. Yeah, I
um
think they listen to the fans and want them to be happy. They
yeah,
want us to be excited, and they want to get our creativity going too, with all the different stuff that people make. I think that fires them up and gets them, excited when they see the stuff, that the pop and swaps and the different customs and stuff that they make, that the fans make. I think it fires them up as well,
yeah,
gets
yeah.
them gets them excited and pumped.
It's funny that you said like the parents get the Christmas presents 6 months ahead of time. Production is like 2 years ahead of time. Like they're
Right.
they're
Can you
planning.
imagine that? Like,
Yeah,
can you imagine buying kids, a gift 2 years? Like, who knows what they're gonna, you're trying to predict
yeah,
like what people are gonna be into, or like, like, and that's something too, is that people say, well, how come there's only this many of this figure? Well, we don't know what's going to be super popular 2 years ago now. We don't know, hopefully this barbarian is going to be awesome and you guys are going to like it. We ordered 5,000 of them. Hopefully you guys will buy them all, but they don't
yeah,
know, they're just hoping.
yeah. I mean, they have their market research and their numbers and hopefully and their experience to tell them how to order and what's going to work down the line and stuff like that. But yeah, we vote by our wallets. Like
Right.
if you want something, put in a pre-order. If you want something different, say something in the cabal. Like voice your opinion in
Yes.
a proper, nice way, but
Right. A positive,
positive way.
yeah, a positive way, and not whiny and you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Us admins, we don't like whinies. We we have a nice list of
It
people.
irritates me. Oh my god. Yeah, I know like I will see the name and I'm like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah,
Jeez, just go away, dude.
yeah,
You don't care about this stuff. You're just
yeah,
being negative. But
yeah.
anyways, I don't know. So you like vampires. What's
And
some of the other?
and the opposite of vampires is elves. So you got Alithia's brood versus Xylona's flock. And I
Mhm.
was like, I'm set. That's all I want from Mythic Legions.
Yeah.
So I thought.
Until you
uh,
did some more research.
yeah, until I did some more research because I've never really been into green orcs, but damn, shadow orcs and Fury Clan orcs are badass.
They
So
are.
they got me into orcs with them with those two classes or races. And then I slowly got into knights because we got the first armory experience and the Valiant Knight and the Necronominous wave and All
Mhm.
Stars 5. Plus, and you have to have something to go against the knights, so skeletons. So I've gotten into the skeletons and the knight going up against the knights and the knights going up the skeletons. Um, and then so yeah, it's the only thing I haven't really touched a whole lot on, and I know everybody's big on these two, is dwarves and goblins. Like they're just not there yet for me.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
looked in the goblins and dwarfs that I do like. I really want a bog goblin, but they're really hard to find nowadays.
They are.
Um, and a hellfire goblin is top on my list. Um, but yeah, and then dwarves, they haven't caught me with a dwarf yet. I mean, I've gotten a
I
handful of dwarves, but
think with the dwarves, and both dwarves and goblin fans are like very, what's the word I'm trying to find? Like
stuck.
they just have this fervor, like this,
Yeah,
but
foaming at the mouth.
yes, yes, exactly. But I think, and I'm glad now that the dwarf 2-pack and the goblin 2-packs are coming,
Yeah.
because I think they both suffer from same part fatigue.
Hmm.
Like I love the dwarves, and I'm probably, sorry, Kirby, more of a dwarf fan than I am a goblin fan. I love them both,
Yeah.
but the goblin, I feel like, the Legion builders, it's like I'm buying the same dwarf over and over again,
Hmm.
like, but it's the parts. Like there's only so many parts and they can only paint them so many ways, but it's like a tusk. It's still a
Hmm.
tusk. It's still a dwarf, with a different beard or different, but it's getting there. It's coming, like we know that there's more on the horizon very soon that's coming. And I think that they get to things, it takes a while, but they
Yeah.
get to, they update. So now we're finally seeing. I've been asking for a female Valiant Knight for a while now, ever since the first show. I'm like, man, that'd be cool if we had a female version. And now we're getting that, with Delphina. So I'm super stoked about that. Or Igraine is almost, very similar
Yeah.
to that. So that's exciting for me personally, as a collector of the lady figures, to get more of that, but I'm with you on the dwarves and goblins and stuff. But I think this toy line, like, you kind of buy as much as you're interested in, and then you kind of look and see, like, what else is you do a little bit of night researching, and it's like, what else is out there? And maybe I'll pick up this, this figure and see if I like it. And before you know it, you're starting to collect that too, skeleton, because I was like, skeletons, I'm not and now I have all kinds of, I've got scaphoids and malleuses and tibius, and I have all these different skeletons, and they're all freaking rad, man.
Yeah, I'm a big. Well, we're both big cinephiles, and
Yes.
some of some of the best movies I grew up with were Knights versus Skeletons, especially Army of Darkness.
Oh,
And,
hell yeah.
and
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm constantly like, well, there's no other thing that goes up against knights in fantasy. It's always skeletons or zombies.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Um,
Exactly.
but yeah, so Xylona's Flock and Alithia's Brood got me going, and then I got into those other races, and now I'm looking forward to that next thing. And we have fish people, like we're going aquatic.
What an evolution, to use that word again. It's like,
Yeah,
we're just, it's adapting and evolving and changing, but we're going with it. And, I'm along for the ride. I think, I'm liking stuff that I never thought that I would. It's broadening my horizons and opening my, eyes to new things. But I think at the core, it's like loving the figures and how good the figures are. So it's like, I didn't expect to ever want a lizard man or snake man or, a skeleton figure, but they're just so fun. They're so cool to check out, that, at the end of the day, it's an awesome figure. Whether you like that type or not, it's still cool to have.
yeah.
Unless it's Okiatis. Okiatis, I don't really. Do you have a least favorite figure in Mythic and Cosmic?
It's the probably the least favorite is one that I don't have. Like I just haven't gotten it yet, and I don't know what it is. But probably the least figure I have. Uh,
He's
it's
really thinking right now.
it's really
He
hard to
is
say.
really.
Really hard to say.
I think you're just being diplomatic and not, not
I haven't
wanting to.
I haven't had a whole lot of issues because a lot of it's still in package. Like I'm
Oh,
slowly getting stuff out.
so you
Uh,
have a space issue, so you
I
can't
do.
like open everything. Yeah, I got over that, and I'm like, I don't care. They can all crumble and fall on me. I'm opening stuff, man. I'm
Yeah.
tired of keeping them. I want to free those figures.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's not so much space. I don't know what it is. I have no energy. Like I'm surprised I'm awake right now talking to you. But at the end of the day, like I gotta find the time. I gotta make
Yeah.
the time on the weekends, after work and
Shit.
stuff like that.
I reward myself. So like
Mm,
on a Friday after a long week, I'm like, you know what? I've got these two. Like I just opened Thrace and Arazak.
nice.
Never opened Arazak. I had a Thrace and I parted her out.
Mhm.
I never opened Arazak. So I like had an evening, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a good food and watch a movie, and I'm gonna open these two figures. And it was amazing. I was so happy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you got,
that's gotta make an open party, like an open time.
yeah, I should do that. We should do that for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say farewell for now. I will see you very soon.
Yeah.
And we should do this again. Like I still feel like we've got a lot more to talk about, but we have some time constraints
Mm,
because we have other engagements.
mm.
And if I say, then people are not going to know, or people are going to already know already.
Yeah.
So I will
Yeah.
just say thank you for your time. I appreciate it. We will definitely have a part two where we will continue this conversation because, like I said, I feel like we have a lot more to say.
Definitely.
And thank you for your time. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, Gray.
Yeah, man. That was fun, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Remember, friends, to always have fun, be curious, share, and enjoy what this line has to offer. Come for the toys, but stay for the friends. Good night, and thank you very much.